Yo, this King Kong killer, Jamestown gun rapper. One born when I become a bill, she can't remember about on top of fire. Now, actually, Gianna and Ben the King, you busy Ben the King, Yamba. I love you, eh?
My name is Adrien Sauvage. I'm the creative director of House 8 Sauvage, and I'm based in London. I'm second generation Ghanaian. I was born here in London. I want to go to Ghana. I haven't been there in 4 years. There's so much change in Africa at the moment, and I feel like I want to be at the heart of it. I want to see what's going on. I want to record moments that I feel like have not been recorded, reconnect with my family. There's going to be so many interesting characters. I want to show Ghana in a light that I don't think many people see. Growing up, I was fascinated with playing basketball. I like to be in an up-paced environment. I left basketball and I switched it to fashion. That whole dynamic change was like really kind of electric for me. So I just was like, right, I've got to be a basketball player in the sense of like who's the opposition, what's going on. And so I learned art and fashion the same way I spent 10,000 hours playing basketball. I have a case study that's called Captains and Natives, black and white photographic series. Natives, which are like unsung heroes. And then on the other side, I've got captains of industry, musicians, artists, actors, but I also like the juxtaposition of putting the captains and natives together. If I can meet the top journalists in Ghana, maybe some politician or the local natives, the street kids, I know they've got a boxing industry. That's something that I would really love to pick up with. I've always loved this photographer, and his name's Malik Sidibe, and he took loads of portraits in the 60s, 70s, and I just love his style, black and white photography. And then I found out about James Barnor. He's a renowned photographer, and chance to have it, he's Ghanaian too. And he's 87 years old, super interesting guy with a body of work that I'm jealous of, to be honest. I like to really kind of get his opinion on Ghana and see what he did in his heyday and what I could be doing now.
Today I'm holding this camera like this thing. It used to be very precious. The markets are my studios.
Yep.
You know, when they're busy, you get some wonderful pictures.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think you can get the people to cooperate. I know that, you know, especially people will fashion conscious.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that you will get a good portfolio of styles. Go and take the indigenous things before they change in 10 years' time. They will be your treasure in the future, as I have some now.
Last time I was in Accra, about 4 years ago. I'm looking forward to see what it's going to be like now. I know that Ghana's a very different place to the place that I left. Well, I thought I would start the first part of this whole trip to come to Kwame Nkrumah's Memorial Park. I've heard so much about him. He fought for Ghana's independence from the kind of colonial kind of period from the British Empire. Coming here just shows me how important Kwame Nkrumah was in Ghana and like what he did for Ghana being the first president. Wouldn't mind getting a little pad like this for myself when I retire. So we're in Jamestown on our way to a Bukum boxing gym. This area is known for boxers. I've been really interested to kind of shoot the native series, so hopefully these guys are about and I can find them.
In a matter of 5 minutes, we'd have about 6, 7, 8 gyms.
Really?
Yeah.
All training?
Yeah, all training this time of the day, mate. This is the culture around here. There's nothing else going on. It's a tough old game here. So, yeah, certainly a few kids will drop by the wayside. You know, you just got to be that good.
I'm kind of looking for just people that inspire me, you know, that I can't ever describe what it is. It just jumps out to you, you know, you feel a certain kind of bond with someone. How long have you guys been boxing?
For 6 months.
6 months? It looks good for 6 months. I never thought that I would see a culture like this in Ghana. They're not known for fighting, you know? They're the most calm people I've ever met. Oh, yeah, stay. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. Hold. They know what they're doing.
This is my beauty side.
I'm not on my beauty side right now. I'm compromising.
It didn't start with me calling myself a stylist. I started selling clothes. I like wearing clothes. I'm always dressed up the way I love.
It's about individuality, you know?
Constantly. So, and if you don't let them see this and, you know, start getting comfortable in their own individuality and then try to be expressive in that way, if we can't reach out and let our lives and what we're doing affect people and everybody on, like, a bigger level, because like in this day and age, we're in like a freaking global village, they call it, where everybody is connected some way, somehow. These are the people that I really want to engage, and this is the country that I really want to cause change in. Being a Ghanaian is just life.
So we're in old British Accra. I could tell that because I could see a lighthouse that was in James Barnor's photo when we were back in the studio. It looks like the place has changed quite a bit. We're heading towards this festival. It's a music festival. I think it's a cultural kind of festival where loads of artists come together. I haven't been here for so long, so it's really interesting to see this buzzing culture. What is happening? See, this is the kind of things that I like about Ghana, is that I wouldn't even associate it to even skating. Look at these cute kids. I think they just stole the show. This is my cuz and I back in what?
87, 88?
How would the people go out like on a normal night in like Accra?
It's now beginning to pick up because the youth are actually becoming more creative.
Yeah.
They're coming up with all these kind of genres of music. There's hip life, there's Afrobeat. You've got a lot of these guys doing a lot of creative stuff. GH rap, hip life, hip hop,
yeah.
GH hip hop.
Yeah.
You're here at the right time, bro.
Cool, man.
I think Ghana is about to set the pace. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Sorry, welcome to GH, man.
Yeah.
These are historical pictures.
Yes, this is James Barnor. It's crazy. These are all James's photos. This is the guy who I interviewed in Londden, who took all these pictures.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just come from Accra, we're on the road to Cape Coast, and I'm gonna go and see my dad. Hopefully we're gonna go and find some natives to shoot. Cape Coast, my dad, he grew up there, went to school there. It's one of those areas that's got a lot of rich history. It would be a really nice place to kind of like highlight and document.
Sauvage!
Yo. What's going on, son? You alright? You good?
You are twice my height now. That's me, 1964.
Is that you? Yeah, you kind of look, yeah. I look a little bit like you there when you're younger. Yeah.
That's your grandmother, Alberta.
Okay. Dad, you don't actually work out with this stuff, do you? I don't think he uses it. I think they're just props. Our great-great-grandfather, who came to England?
Yeah.
But when was this?
Around the 1870s. An Anglican priest took him as his adopted son. When he was leaving, he took him at the age of 9. So he spent all his life there. He went to Cambridge University, then he qualified as a barrister. My grandfather had contributed a lot to the whole British society.
Good, Dad. I like it. It's good. Like, you spent all your time in London. How come you come back?
I felt that as I had spent all my lifetime there, I spent double the age I entered UK. And I've lost touch with the culture. So to me, it's a journey back to my roots. Even though you were born in the United Kingdom, you're so proud of your parents' ancestry, where they come from. Because if you don't know where you come from, you are lost in this world.
One element which I know that I haven't seen, I want to play some basketball out there as well. So if I can, then yeah, cool, we can kick it.
You're the best player. You're the best player. This guy's just another player. There's not that many tall Ghanaians though, is there? Oh, you know what? I'll get some shorts, I'll put some shoes on. I'll play. Yeah? If you want to play, we can play. We're going to resurrect me.
I think it's important when I dress my subjects to take somebody who might not normally wear suits. I feel like it's something that, for himself, if he's never ever put on a suit, it's empowering and it will leave him with that kind of drive to actually better himself or be in a position where he can put on those clothes, you know. I think I started when I used to go through my dad's wardrobe. I think it's good to be aspirational.
So we're heading to a town called Takoradi. It's where my mum decided to retire. This is my mum, Mavis, and we're at our house, and she's gonna take us around, and we're gonna see what's cooking, what you've been doing in Takoradi. Okay, there we go. Mum dressed me up in the three-piece suit with a bow tie. Style began.
You travel to better yourself and to know other parts of the world.
Yeah.
So, and that's when I settled in Britain and made a life there.
What's the changes you think, like from coming from London to Ghana? What did you find as being quite...
Because when I was going nearly 40 years ago, things were a little bit different.
Yeah.
So since I came back, like now, because of the internet and phone, WhatsApp and everything, the youngsters now are more open and know what is going on in the world.
Yeah.
Looking back, like my mom's generation, and I look at mine, and look at yours. There's a great difference in everything.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that that's how things are changing.
Yeah.
That it's getting better for us.
So you're gonna try and shoot something. It's quite overcast. Is it ever like blue sky? It's normally like this, right? Yeah. Every time I come to Ghana, it's like this. Can't believe this is my mum's driver.
Takoradi is the best city in Ghana. That's Western region. The best come from the West.
So we arranged to meet one of Ghana's top TV reporters. It'd be really interesting to sit down with him because he's really kind of the voice of the people.
I'm a journalist. I do a show, it's called Time with David, and it's just there to get people in authority to talk and not pretend.
Yeah.
The time that I got into real trouble with Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
And he kind of scolded me, you know what I mean? I found that extraordinary. Freedom of the press is a big thing. We all know that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I was saying, with social media, I think we are now about to experience real freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In every sense of the word. And I think it's a good thing. When people come at things like that, so-called unprofessional people, I mean, it opens up.
Yeah.
I like that.
And it kind of shakes it up a bit.
It shakes it up.
Yeah.
It shakes it up.
I saw some of the boys get their cameras out and they start taking photos from my perspective.
Yeah.
But that was the whole thing. This is what I thought was interesting. I want them to actually take it and go, you know, I can do better than that.
Yeah. You and I know that Africa is too often stereotyped with its poverty and its hunger and its desperation and its need for help. But it's a new kind of Africa. I'm telling you, and there's another side of it. And it's nice when we go down that road too. And as we get past that, the world just gets richer and richer and richer, and all these boundaries drop. I think the future is bright. I think technology makes it bright. There's too much information being shared for anyone to remain ignorant. It's not possible.
I regard you as a captain. You're a captain of industry. What you're doing in terms of like defining Africa and especially Ghana, it gives me a lot of hope.
The lines disappear.
Yes. And it's like, who's a captain, who's a native?
Who's a native?
Yeah. I've actually seen the natives turn into captains.
Yes. It's aspirational.
Yeah.
It's aspirational.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing.
This trip was a game changer. I'm really looking forward to getting back to London and showing James some of these shots.
Hey, hello, hello.
This picture, he has a really striking face, young boxer. He's about 9 years old.
This is an excellent shot.
It feels like fun, you know, it feels like a new Africa.
I mean, I congratulate you for making the plunge. And then you develop that taste to go back 4 days in Ghana, covering things like that is not enough. Yes. And next time we can go and do some more. See, we need to bring them out. We expose what we have in photographs.
Deal.
Thank you.
I got you, mate. I got you. Easy peasy. What I got in a short space of time, I'm very happy with. I give a lot of onus to how they pose for pictures. It was effortless. This is going to be my style, you know, and I respected that. Seeing my parents at home, it's just strange for me because I've grown up with them living in London. They are really getting back into the society, and that's what I've always wanted for my parents. Now I'm starting my new chapter and I've got my new family, and you know, maybe I move back to Ghana at some point, you never know. Ghanaians have become much more confident. I'm really interested to see where it's going to go. Ghana in itself is going to have a real game changer. I'm definitely going back there more and more and more. And I think that anyone who thinks what is Ghana like, I'm not going to accept it. Just book a ticket and go.